Finally tonight, a very curious sighting in a remote part of the country, a mysterious structure that offers a lot more questions than answers. Our Clayton Sandell has this unusual story.
Imagine driving through the scorching expanse of a desert where the heat shimmers off the horizon and the landscape seems endless, and then stumbling upon something so bizarre that defies the desolate backdrop. From mysterious ancient ruins to peculiar sculptures and eerie artifacts, these desert oddities will leave you questioning the limits of what can be uncovered in the most unlikely places. Here are the 20 strangest things found in the middle of the desert. Number 20. Mars Desert Research Station. The Mars Desert Research Station, MDRS, operated by the Mars Society, is a cutting-edge space analog facility nestled in the Utah desert. Designed to mimic the conditions of Mars, MDRS plays a crucial role in advancing the technology, operations, and science necessary for human space exploration. The facility supports an 8-month field season, accommodating professional scientists, engineers, and college students engaged in training for Mars missions. MDRS's isolation and the surrounding Martian-like landscape provide a unique environment for rigorous field studies and human factors research. Crews conduct their missions under conditions that simulate life on Mars, typically lasting 2 to 3 weeks, though extended missions are also conducted. This setup allows for detailed testing of technology and procedures in a setting that closely resembles the red planet's harsh conditions. What sets MDRS apart is its geologically analogous landscape, which closely mirrors the surface of Mars. This natural backdrop enhances the realism of the simulations, offering invaluable insights into how future astronauts will navigate and conduct research on Mars. Through these simulations, MDRS is paving the way for humanity's future endeavors on the red planet. Number 19. Witchia. The Witchia mirabilis is one of the world's most extraordinary and resilient plants, thriving in the arid Namib Desert, which stretches across Angola, Namibia, and South Africa. This bizarre plant is often described as looking like a tangled mass of kelp stranded far from the sea. Remarkably, it consists of only 2 leaves that continuously grow throughout the plant's life, which can span over a millennium. These leaves often reach impressive lengths, curling and fraying as they age. A Witchia's survival strategy is perfectly adapted to its harsh environment. It has deep roots that tap into underground water sources and can endure extreme drought conditions. Its ability to withstand such arid conditions is due to its unique physiology, including a thick, waxy coating on its leaves to reduce water loss and specialized stomata to minimize transpiration. However, climate change poses a significant threat to this ancient plant. Rising temperatures and shifting rainfall patterns could push Witchia beyond its tolerance limits, potentially endangering its survival. Conservationists suggest that this unique species might need to be placed on the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species to raise awareness and encourage protective measures. Number 18. Longest straight road in the world. Saudi Arabia's Highway 10 has been recognized as the world's longest straight road, surpassing Australia's Air Highway, as reported by the South China Morning Post. This milestone in transportation infrastructure features an astonishing 256 kilometers of uninterrupted asphalt, extending across the Rub al Khali Desert, also known as the Empty Quarter, the largest sand desert on Earth. Originally constructed as a private road for King Fahd, Highway 10 offers a unique driving experience with its unbroken stretch, allowing travelers to journey across vast distances without encountering a single turn. The road stretches from Harad, a city famed for its oil and gas reserves, to Al-Batha, near the border with the United Arab Emirates. Arab News highlights that Highway 10's extraordinary length provides an unparalleled view of the desert's expansive and desolate beauty, making it not just a critical transport route, but also a remarkable feat of engineering. This straight road showcases Saudi Arabia's commitment to advancing its infrastructure and enhancing travel across its vast desert landscapes. Number 17. Enormous shrine in the middle of Jordan Desert. In 2022, archaeologists made a groundbreaking discovery in Jordan's eastern desert. A 9,000-year-old shrine believed to have been used for religious hunting rituals. The site, nestled in the Kashabia Mountains within the eastern Al Jufr Basin, was unearthed by a joint team of Jordanian and French archaeologists who began their excavation in 2021. The shrine's impressive collection of artifacts includes 150 marine fossils, animal figurines, finely crafted flint tools, an altar, and a hearth. Among the most intriguing finds are two large stones carved with human facial features, adding a layer of mystery to the site's ceremonial purposes. Additionally, the team discovered an architectural model of a desert kite, a type of ancient trap used for hunting. Nearby, full-size desert kites were found, massive V-shaped stone structures designed to funnel wild gazelles and deer into a walled enclosure for capture and slaughter. These traps, which can extend over a mile, were integral to the hunting practices of the era. The proximity of these kites to the shrine suggests they were crucial in the cultural, economic, and symbolic aspects of this Neolithic hunter-gatherer society. Number 16. Solar Farm in the Mojave Desert. The Mojave Desert Solar Park, a prominent solar power project in California, stands as a testament to the region's commitment to renewable energy. Spanning 164 acres, this 25-megawatt solar photovoltaic power plant was developed by Solar Park and commissioned in 2012. It generates approximately 58,000 megawatts per hour of electricity annually, enough to power 9,000 households and offset 31,000 tons of carbon dioxide emissions each year. Strategically situated in the Mojave Desert, the park benefits from some of the highest solar radiation levels in the United States. This makes it an ideal location for harnessing solar energy efficiently. The power generated is sold to Southern California Edison under a 20-year power purchase agreement, ensuring a stable revenue stream and continued operation. The Mojave Desert has long been a hub for solar energy projects due to its optimal insulation. The solar park adds to the region's legacy, joining a roster of significant solar facilities like the Solar Energy Generating Systems, SIGS plants, and the Avanpa Solar Power Facility. These plants highlight the desert's role in advancing solar technology, offering a sustainable solution to meet energy demands and combat climate change. Number 15. The world's only honey-producing ant. The world's only honey-producing ant, known as the Melipona ant, or honey ant, holds a unique position in the insect kingdom. Native to deserts in the arid regions of Australia, these ants have evolved a fascinating method of honey production that sets them apart from their more common cousins. Unlike bees, which produce honey from nectar, honey ants create a honey-like substance from the sweet secretions of their fellow ants. Honey ants have specialized worker ants called repletes that serve as living storage vessels. These repletes gorge themselves on sugary liquids, primarily from honeydew produced by aphids, and store it in their distended abdomens. Their abdomens become balloon-like, and they hang from the ceiling of the nest, ready to regurgitate the honey to feed other colony members during times of scarcity. This extraordinary adaptation is a survival strategy in the harsh desert environment where food is scarce. The ability to store and share the sweet substance allows the colony to thrive despite the challenging conditions. Found in the deserts of Central Australia, these ants exemplify nature's ingenuity in adapting to extreme environments and highlight the diverse ways insects have evolved to meet their survival needs. Number 14. Coleman Scop Ghost Town. Coleman Scop, once a bustling mining town in what was then German Southwest Africa, now stands as a haunting ghost town in the Namibian desert. Founded in the early 20th century, Coleman Scop thrived during the diamond rush, with its residents enjoying luxuries unimaginable in such a remote location. At its zenith, the village boasted a wealth so high per capita that it was considered the richest place on Earth relative to its size. The prosperity came from diamond mining, where gems were literally picked off the ground by hand. However, as the diamond fields were exhausted, Coleman Scop's fortunes dwindled rapidly. By the 1950s, the village was abandoned, leaving behind a surreal landscape of decay. Today, Coleman Scop is a fascinating ruin, its grandeur eroded by time and sand. The once opulent homes are now dilapidated, with peeling paint, rusting tools, and doors hanging on their hinges. The desert has claimed the buildings, with sand creeping into rooms and footprints of small creatures now marking the once pristine floors. Oddly, several bathtubs are scattered outside, adding to the eerie tableau. Number 13. Bom Jesus. The Bom Jesus shipwreck, discovered in 2008, is one of the most captivating archaeological finds of recent years. This Portuguese vessel, which set sail from Lisbon on March 7, 1533, was en route to India when it met a tragic fate. Caught in a fierce storm off the southwest coast of Africa, the ship sank, leaving it lost to history for nearly 5 centuries. The wreck was unearthed in the Namibian desert, a location that seems paradoxical for a maritime disaster. The ship had become stranded on the desert's edge, which had been reshaped by shifting sands and was once part of the coast. The discovery occurred during diamond mining operations, revealing an extraordinary cache of treasures. The Bom Jesus likely ended up in the desert due to shifting coastlines and dramatic changes in sea level over centuries. After sinking in a storm, the ship's remains were gradually buried by advancing sands and sediment. Over time, the desert encroached upon the once coastal area. Among the remnants of the Bom Jesus were 2,000 pure gold coins and tens of thousands of pounds of copper ingots, nearly all of which were found intact. The find is a treasure trove for historians and archaeologists, offering a rare glimpse into 16th century maritime trade and the wealth transported by the Portuguese Empire. Number 12, Area 51. Area 51, a remote U.S. military base nestled in the Nevada desert, has long been shrouded in mystery and speculation. Officially known as Groom Lake, this highly classified facility is renowned for its association with UFO conspiracy theories and secretive military projects. Although the base itself is not directly visible from public vantage points, its enigmatic allure stems from the surrounding desert's isolation and the stringent security measures in place. Constructed in the early 1950s, Area 51 was established to test experimental aircraft and weapon systems. The base's location, deep within the arid expanse of the Nevada desert, was chosen for its remote isolation, which allowed for the concealment of sensitive projects away from prying eyes. The surrounding desert also provides a vast, unobtrusive space for testing and operations. Over the decades, Area 51 has become synonymous with conspiracy theories, particularly those related to extraterrestrial technology and covert government experiments. The secrecy surrounding the base, combined with its historical role in advancing aviation and defense technology, has only fueled public intrigue. Despite numerous investigations and declassifications, the most compelling secrets of Area 51 remain veiled, adding to its mystique in the arid Nevada landscape. Number 11. 4 1,900 Roman-year-old swords. Israeli archaeologists have uncovered 4 remarkably well-preserved Roman swords near the Dead Sea, believed to have been hidden by Judean rebels around 1,900 years ago. Discovered inside a cave overlooking the ancient body of water, the swords include 3 long blades still encased in their wooden scabbards and a shorter ring pommel sword. These artifacts were initially spotted in a nearly inaccessible crevice by a team of photographers documenting inscriptions in the area. The swords were found in a remarkably intact state, with their iron blades and wooden handles still discernible. They were located within a larger tomb that also contained various artifacts, including pottery and jewelry, providing insight into the burial practices of the time. The swords likely belonged to high-ranking military officers or elite individuals, reflecting the significance of their status and the Roman influence in Egypt during this period. The desert's dry conditions played a crucial role in the preservation of these artifacts. The lack of moisture prevented the typical decay processes that would otherwise affect metal objects. Number 10. Burnt-out Boeing 727. On November 2, 2009, a burnt-out Boeing 727 was discovered abandoned in the Saharan desert of Mali, sparking intrigue and speculation. Initially, it seemed the aircraft might have crash-landed, but investigations revealed it had safely landed on a makeshift desert airstrip. Once on the ground, the plane was deliberately set on fire and left to burn. The Boeing 727, a mid-sized airliner capable of carrying 150 to 189 passengers, was originally built between 1963 and 1964. By the early 1990s, it had been overtaken in popularity by the Boeing 737. This particular aircraft, registered under a Saudi Arabian flag as HZSNE, had been flagged by Guinea-Bissau for safety violations. The investigation uncovered that the plane was used to transport a staggering 10 tons of cocaine from South America to Europe. The aircraft's real identity was shrouded in mystery, as it was later revealed that the Saudi registration was forged. Number 9. Desert art depicting a grassland Sahara. In the vast expanse of the Sahara Desert, an intriguing form of desert art has emerged, depicting lush grasslands amidst the arid surroundings. These artworks, known as desert grassland art, are created using natural elements found in the desert, such as sand, rocks, and vegetation. The artworks often feature intricate patterns and designs that evoke images of verdant fields and flowing rivers, a stark contrast to the surrounding barren landscape. The most notable examples of desert grassland art are found in areas like the Tadjart Akakis in Libya and the Tassili Najjar in Algeria. These ancient rock art sites reveal a time when the Sahara was a verdant region teeming with wildlife and vegetation. The artworks, believed to date back thousands of years, provide a glimpse into the Sahara's past and the changing climate that transformed it into a desert. Modern interpretations of this art form use natural pigments and materials to recreate the illusion of grasslands in the desert. Scientists believe that the Sahara was once a lush, green landscape during the Holocene epoch, approximately 8,000 years ago. Evidence of human habitation during this time includes prehistoric rock art depicting animals such as cattle and crocodiles, as well as tools and remnants of ancient settlements found throughout the region. These findings indicate that people lived and thrived in the Sahara when it was a thriving, habitable environment. Number 8. The Black Mailbox. In the desolate Nevada desert, the Black Mailbox stands as a curious symbol of extraterrestrial intrigue. Originally owned by rancher Steve Medlin, the mailbox faced frequent vandalism and theft before being moved closer to his ranch. Medlin, who dismissed alien theories and only noted routine U.S. military flights, saw the mailbox replaced by the now famous Black Mailbox, which quickly became a landmark for UFO enthusiasts. Despite its faded white appearance, the Black Mailbox is often covered in stickers and messages, serving as an informal drop-off point for notes and trinkets intended for extraterrestrial beings. Visitors to the mailbox, the only landmark for miles along a barren highway, leave behind heartfelt letters, quirky gifts, and even cans of beer, contributing to the mailbox's eclectic collection. The area around the mailbox, situated between Alamo and Rachel, is a popular spot for those fascinated by UFO lore and military conspiracies related to the nearby Area 51. Though sightings of flying saucers are rare, the mailbox remains a focal point for those seeking a connection to the unknown, offering an offbeat experience in a remote and mysterious part of the desert. Number 7. A 2-mile gigantic crack. In Arizona, a staggering 2-mile-long crack has split the Earth, and geologists anticipate it will continue to expand. Captured by a drone from the Arizona Geological Survey, recent footage reveals the enormity of this fissure, which stretches across Pinal County between Casa Grande and Tucson. The crack is so vast that it makes people walking along its edge appear minuscule in comparison. The fissure varies in depth and width. The northern section, being older, is partially filled and relatively shallow, while the southern part plunges to depths of 25 to 30 feet in some places. Some sections of the crack measure about 10 feet across, while others are mere inches wide. The narrow areas sometimes hide open voids beneath the surface, leading to potential collapses that deepen the fissure. The primary cause of this massive split is groundwater withdrawal for agricultural purposes. As water is extracted, it creates voids beneath the land, causing the surface to sink and form these cracks. Arizona, known for its earth fissures, frequently experiences such geological phenomena, particularly around subsidence areas and mountain fronts. Number 6. Salvation Mountain. Salvation Mountain is a striking artistic creation by Leonard Knight. Located in the California desert near Nyland, northeast of the Salton Sea, Knight, a local resident who began his project in the 1980s, transformed a hillside into a vibrant canvas of Christian art using materials such as adobe bricks, discarded tires, automobile parts, and thousands of gallons of paint. The mountain features numerous murals adorned with Christian sayings and Bible verses, centering around the sinner's prayer and reflecting Knight's personal faith. Declared a folk art site worthy of preservation by the Folk Art Society of America in 2000, Salvation Mountain gained national recognition for its unique and visionary character. In a 2002 address to Congress, California Senator Barbara Boxer praised it as a national treasure, highlighting its profound and accessible beauty. The site faces challenges due to the harsh desert environment, requiring ongoing maintenance to preserve its vibrant colors and structures. Despite these difficulties, a dedicated team of volunteers and supporters including the establishment of a public charity in 2011, worked tirelessly to maintain the mountain. The Annenberg Foundation's donation in 2013 helped bolster these efforts, ensuring that Knight's remarkable vision continues to be celebrated. All right, guys, it's time for our subscribers' pick. In a shocking turn of events, scientists discovered an alien in a desert. What happened next shocked the whole world when it became a headline that gripped the public's imagination. It is said that a photographer allegedly captured an image of an alien in the desert alongside a mysterious object. According to reports, the alien and the object vanished shortly after the photograph was taken, leaving many to question the authenticity of the sighting. While skeptics quickly labeled it a hoax, the image sparked worldwide intrigue. Despite the doubts, the mystery remains, fueling endless speculation and debate. What do you think about this discovery, real or not? Share your opinions in the comment section. Number 5. Meteorites found in the Atacama Desert. In 2019, Dr. Alexis Drouard of Aix-Marseille Université, France, and his team ventured into the Atacama Desert to investigate changes in meteorite flux over millions of years. They sought a site capable of preserving meteorites over extensive timescales, as both Antarctica and hot deserts are known for hosting meteorites, yet their specimens are rarely older than 500,000 years. In the Atacama Desert, researchers collected 388 meteorites, focusing on 54 stony samples from the El Medano area. Utilizing cosmogenic age dating, they determined the average age of these meteorites to be around 710,000 years. Notably, 30% of the samples were over 1 million years old, with 2 exceeding 2 million years. Despite expectations of finding more recent meteorites due to weathering, the age distribution suggested a steady accumulation of meteorites over millions of years. This collection represents the oldest meteorite assemblage on Earth's surface, offering valuable insights into long-term meteorite flux. The study revealed that the meteorite influx remained consistent over a 2 million year period, although the composition varied. This research enhances our understanding of meteorite flux over extensive time frames and underscores the Atacama Desert's significance in meteorite studies. Number 4. The El Mirage Dry Lake Bed. The El Mirage Dry Lake Bed, nestled in Southern California's Mojave Desert, is a legendary site for land speed racing and artistic expression. This vast, flat expanse has been a racing haven since the late 1930s, where enthusiasts push the limits of speed under the Southern California Timing Association, SCTA. Its firm, sediment-rich surface, shaped by millennia of sediment from the San Gabriel Mountains, offers an ideal natural racetrack. El Mirage is renowned not only for its racing history, but also for its large-scale art installations, which add a surreal dimension to the desert landscape. After World War II, the dry lake bed evolved into a hot, rotting sanctuary where automotive innovators transformed ordinary vehicles into speed demons. The area's unique conditions, an unyielding, smooth surface and challenging desert environment, have made it a testing ground for land speed records and a canvas for creative installations. Among its notable highlights, the dry lake bed has hosted the famous Big Red 6.9 Camaro, which adapted to the lake bed's demands with significant engineering changes. El Mirage continues to be a cultural landmark, blending high-speed pursuits with artistic flair and preserving a rich legacy of innovation and community spirit. Number 3. The Wadi Rum. Wadi Rum, a colossal desert expanse in southern Jordan, covers an impressive 74,200 hectares, nearly as large as New York City. Located about 60 kilometers northeast of Aqaba and 100 kilometers south of Petra, it was designated a protected area in 1997. This vast wilderness is often dubbed Mars on Earth due to its striking red sands and surreal sandstone formations that evoke the surface of another planet. The landscape of Wadi Rum is a dramatic showcase of nature's artistry, featuring towering cliffs, massive rock arches, landslides, and narrow canyons. This red rock wilderness offers a fairy tale setting with its diverse landforms and rich reddish-orange hues. Beyond its physical beauty, Wadi Rum is a treasure trove of cultural history. It boasts 25 petroglyphs, 20,000 inscriptions, and 154 archaeological sites, offering insights into human activity dating back 12,000 years. The region's ancient inhabitants include the Thamud people, with Bedouin communities continuing to live there today. Wadi Rum is an adventurer's paradise, providing opportunities for desert exploration. As the sun sets, the desert transforms into a canvas of shifting colors, while clear night skies reveal a stunning display of stars. Wadi Rum is a year-round destination, with spring and autumn offering particularly pleasant temperatures and vibrant desert flora. Number 2, Atlantis of the Sands. The Atlantis of the Sands, also known as Ubar, is a legendary ancient city believed to have existed in the Arabian Peninsula, specifically in modern-day Oman. This mythical city has fascinated historians and archaeologists for centuries due to its mysterious nature and elusive whereabouts. The search for Ubar gained momentum in the 1980s when explorer and archaeologist Nicholas Clapp embarked on an extensive quest to uncover its secrets. Using a combination of satellite imagery, geological surveys, and historical accounts, Clapp traced ancient trade routes and discovered evidence of a vast underground water system that might have sustained the city in the arid desert. Clapp's investigation led him to the Rub al-Khali, or the Empty Quarter, the largest sand desert in the world. In 1992, he and his team uncovered ruins consistent with descriptions of Ubar found in historical texts, such as the Quran and the travelogues of Marco Polo and Ibn Battuta. Carbon dating of these remains confirmed their origins to the early centuries BC, aligning with the city's role in the frankincense trade. Today, Ubar's existence is no longer considered mere legend, but a significant chapter in Arabian history, validated by a blend of textual evidence, geological data, and archaeological findings. Number 1. The ancient cave painting of Tassili Najjar. Nestled in a surreal, lunar-like landscape in southeastern Algeria, Tassili Najjar, which means land of many rivers, is a site renowned for its extensive collection of cave art, with over 50,000 drawings and engravings that span from 6000 BC to the early centuries AD. The Tassili Najjar region, located on the edge of the Sahara Desert, is famous for its dramatic geological formations. Eroded sandstone has created a landscape of forests of rock, which not only enhances the site's aesthetic appeal, but also provides a unique backdrop for its ancient artwork. These cave paintings offer a vivid chronicle of climatic changes, animal migrations, and the development of human societies in a harsh desert environment. The artwork depicts a range of scenes, including wildlife, human figures, and ritualistic activities, reflecting both the natural history and cultural evolution of the region's early inhabitants. The significance of Tassili Najjar lies not only in its artistic value, but also in its role as a historical record of life on the edge of the Sahara. The site's breathtaking rock formations and its wealth of prehistoric art make it one of the most important archaeological discoveries in the world. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching.